This is take number 1 of an interview with Mrs. Maria Doris Rizzo, originally Busuttil.
Yeah.
Today is the 15th, it's the 16th of October 1998. I'm doing the interview in Keilor, Downs, Melbourne. Mrs. Rizzo was born and raised at Sliema, Malta.
Yeah. Thank you.
Born on the 10th of September 1923.
Correct.
Your parents were Maria and Joseph Busuttil. Your father was a carpenter.
Yeah.
Mother a housewife. And you had 4 brothers.
Yeah.
Now you came to Australia with your husband and 8 children on the Sydney in February 1965, disembarking in March at Port Melbourne. And you didn't work outside the home, did you, in Malta or here? You were a housewife with 8 children.
Always
Yes.
at home.
And you settled here in Melbourne in St Albans initially.
Yeah.
Are you still there, by the way?
Yeah.
Now, this interview...
But the first 5 months we were in George Street. We used to live in George Street.
I see.
But and then we came in Oberon, and I'm still in there.
Okay. The interview is being recorded by me, Barry York, and I want to thank you for giving me this interview. This is for helping me in my research into the history of the Maltese, not just in Australia, but in Melbourne. I'm keen to write another book looking at the Maltese in Melbourne in particular. Now, I might have this typed up, if that's okay with you, and I'll give you a copy of transcript, and you could correct it or add to it, or as you see fit. So, shall we begin at the beginning?
Thank you.
If at any point you want me to pause the tape, just say so, and we can pause for any
Everything
reason.
is right there now.
Yes, I've started to record. That's okay. Yeah, we can drink our drinks and...
Sorry, I did that. Do you want milk and sugar?
Yes, please, milk, please. I'd like to ask how it was that you came to Australia.
Okay. We, like I'm telling you, this one, she was older already, she done all the schooling and she wanted to work. She done 3 years without working, Mary Louise, and the other one, they were all young, you know. So, and then my husband decided, I thought he was joking because he used to joke a lot, you know. He said, we go to Australia. First he wanted to go to England. I said, no, I don't want to go to England because the weather, they said, you know. I said, I prefer Australia. I said, all right. He went to Valletta to do something. He didn't tell me. It was on his mind. He rang me up. He said, you still want to go to Australia? I said, yes. He said, I booked on board the ship. We're going this date, this date. You know, it was on the 12th of February.
How far away was that when he told you?
A month ago, I told you. That's why I told you he made everything in a month. He went to Valletta. He got the certificate of everybody from the, what do you call it, the registry office. He got them all, of the family. And he rang me up. I thought he was joking, you know. I said, all right, yeah. I said, I want to go. He said, so you have to prepare. In a month we have to go. But when he came home, he was telling me, I wasn't sure, and we had to do it.
And there were 8 children,
8
weren't
children,
there,
yes.
at
Mary
that
Louise
stage?
is the oldest. And I started to prepare, buying things to bring here, you know. And on the 12th of February, we were born.
Up till then, did you ever talk about going to Australia?
Not really. I used to say I never go to Australia and this and that, but and then when the time came and we said that we have to do it, and I had some family here.
Yes.
Yeah, I got my brother's kids, you know, here. So I said, they went, I do like them, for the family, and that's how it started.
So your brother's children, they're your nephews,
N-
are they? Or nieces?
Nephews or nieces? Nephews and nieces, I got
And
both.
they were here in
Yeah,
Melbourne?
yeah, they were already here.
In
yeah.
Melbourne, was it?
In Melbourne.
I see.
No. Melbourne, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
They were Munipod too that time, yeah.
And why
Yeah.
was it?
Mom, his brother maybe accommodation.
No, what they were because he said, have you got anybody?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
directly maybe accommodation. They didn't.
Yeah, I was asking
No, that he
who you
didn't
had.
ask
Yeah,
me.
no, that
No.
wasn't the question.
No, I
Uh,
said, because he asked me why I came here. I said I had some of the family here. That's it.
And so, did you have a good idea, do you think, of what Australia would be like when you were in
I
Malta?
had to take it as it comes, so, but I was prepared to not say I don't want to stay. I said, if I go, I have to stay because the trouble till you go and sell your house and everything together. I don't want to do it again and go back.
Mm-hmm.
So I was prepared that I have to like it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened.
Would you say that you wanted to come to Australia personally, yourself, I mean?
With the family, all right, not by myself, no.
What I mean is, though, was it your husband's decision and you followed him, or?
No, he told me, and we always decide together what we do. And he said, do you want? I said, yeah. Like somebody down there. I said, why don't we try it? For the children especially. That's
Okay.
why we came, mostly for the children. Because he still had a bit of job, but not all of them. He used to have 3 jobs at the Refuge.
He worked at Refusion,
yeah.
yes.
Oh, he used to work part-time, you know. And that's how it happened.
When you say it was for the children, what do you mean? Can you tell
Oh,
me?
for the future. Because as soon as we came here, she find work, the other ones find work, 3 of them start working, but I had 5 of them still at school.
I see. Mm.
One still young, it wasn't at school. He was 2 years when I brought him here, Joey.
So did you think that maybe they wouldn't get jobs in Malta? Is that?
That's right. It was the hard time, love. Everybody's having sex, you know, and out of work and this.
Getting laid off from the
Yeah,
dockyards,
they do. That's
especially,
right,
weren't they,
that's
that time,
right.
yeah. Well, what did your husband? He was Victor, wasn't he?
Yeah.
His name Victor Rizzo.
Victor Rizzo.
What did he do at Refusion?
Clark?
No.
No.
And read the news and did some clerical work, but he was a news editor and translator. He worked with Father Brown.
All right, Mary Louise, thanks for that. So he read the news, he
Yeah,
did clerical
and
work, he
prepare, yeah,
prepared bulletins.
yeah.
It's quite an important
Yeah.
job by the sound of it.
Welfare
What-
was too.
So what motivated?
Fair he used to work with the command paymaster, and that's true they were going to get laid off. So he tried at the Refusion, that's how he went there.
For 22 years he worked for Father.
No, for 18 years.
Or for
18 years.
Then after that he went to Refusion.
Yeah,
So-
and then he went to Refusion after, you see.
I see. How long was he at Refusion before you came here?
I can't remember
Roughly,
now.
you know, was it a few years?
Yeah,
5 or 6
5 or 6 years, yeah, he was with them, yeah.
And was he in a secure job in Refusion? Did he have a secure future there?
Yeah, you can't tell, you know. They were making lots of people,
redundant.
you know, so he was afraid that he's going to be one of them. Already they took 2 jobs of him. He used to do part-time jobs too there. And he said, I'm going, and so the kids no work for them. That's why we decided. And my husband, when he decides something, he'll do it. In
Yeah.
a month it happened, I told you.
Incredible.
In a month. You won't believe it.
And you had your own home in Sliema,
Yeah, we
was
had
it?
to sell it. We sell it.
No, it wasn't alone, was it?
Of course, that's where?
Please, like they.
No, not Mary Louise, that was us. They were 4 houses, 2 of his sister and 2 of
Oh,
my son, my husband,
Mhm.
and we had to sell them.
yeah, they're inheritance.
Was that in Sliema you were living?
Savoy.
Savoy,
Zira.
near Kazan. You know Kazan?
Zira.
Where
Is
the
that
the
Zira?
buses, where there used to be the buses,
Ah,
and
yeah.
there's the cars there and selling
Mhm.
to whatever it is. We used to live
Zira.
in Zira, Savoy.
And so you had to sell
And
the
then
house?
we had to sell the house, of course. No, I thought we were going to do it the last week. We done it. We sold it. But we had to leave the furniture. We took what we had to take with us. And he left them to his brother
To do an auction.
to do an auction, sell it, or do something, you know. That's how it happened.
I suppose by 1965, many people had already migrated to Australia.
Oh, a lot.
Did you, would you have seen people migrating? I mean, there were thousands of people leaving each year, so I've
Oh.
often wondered whether, was it common to see people actually going to the customs?
Yeah, we met our, once, a family, they had 12.
No,
Sorry,
no,
I-
no, she didn't get your Twitter thing. No. Was it a common occurrence of a lot of the Maltese families to be leaving? And were you aware that so many people were leaving?
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, yeah, that's why I've done it too. I said, lots of people done it, why don't we do it?
Did you have friends and neighbours who had already gone to Australia?
Oh, yeah, there were quite a few, yeah. And on board the ship, we met a friend of ours, Kaleya, 8 or 10 now, okay,
12 children.
12 children.
And said past that.
Yeah, we were them and us is the biggest family on board the ship.
What did you take on the ship? What
Oh.
belongings? What did you pack?
I packed those beds because I didn't know I paid them because I said I don't know. We're going to a big country and I can't go and buy and bought some food with us. You know, I a washing machine and the fridge. I bought lots of
Gee,
things.
you bought all
And
that.
yeah, we packed them in big boxes.
What kind of food did you bring?
Oh,
I
sugar.
remember the sugar because all the
And
got
the
to
sugar in Malta we had, it was dirty, I
Sugar.
tell you. When I came here and I saw the sugar here, I said, oh my God, I threw everything away. Not ends, no, they used to have it in these sacks and it was dirty. It wasn't ends, but...
Did you bring any cooking utensils?
Oh yeah, I
Right.
still got some of them. Yeah, I still got some of them that I brought with me because I had a big family, you know.
Mm.
And then we came here, we had nothing because the thing didn't come straight away. We had to wait a week to get them because his brother made us the accommodation and we didn't have everything, you know.
What was his brother's name?
Effie
Effie.
Rizzo.
And he was in St Albans, was he?
Yeah. He used to live in George Street. That's why he gave us a house from him.
I've met a couple of people who bought the, is it called Spiritira?
Oh, yeah.
Did you bring that?
Yeah,
Or-
no.
No.
Yes,
I-
you did.
Muspiritira.
We used
Oh,
it
yeah,
on stage,
yeah.
Mother. Yes,
The
we did.
tree, we treat, it's still here. It's at your place. So
We used it on stage. I don't know what it is.
I hope you didn't throw it away because I thought, yes, all right. Yeah, I brought that, with me. And animal, it was the
Right.
thing.
Mhm.
With 3, weeks. So, yeah.
Did you bring all that because you thought Australia might be like backward, not having big shops?
Yeah, you
and,
don't know what you find, do. So I had a big family. I said, at least I use my things.
Yeah.
Even
You
a bit.
forgot you brought the cookware,
I told him that, yeah. I bought the cooker, a new one. I sold mine and I bought another one and I bought it gas, I think.
Did you come on the assisted passage scheme?
Yes.
What's that mean? Yes.
You know, where the government
Yeah,
gave you
that's
to
right.
reduce
Yeah.
fare to get here.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Because you would have been one of the
We only
later
paid
people.
$10
Right,
to
and
come here.
£10
Pounds,
here.
pounds
All right,
those
yeah.
days, sorry. Pounds.
Were both your parents alive when you left?
No, they were dead already when I came, yeah.
And what about your husband's parents? Were they?
Only none more.
Yeah, no,
No,
no. He was dead, both of them too. Yeah.
So I suppose there wasn't that.
That's
fact,
right.
keeping you in Malta
That's it.
too,
Yes. Yeah.
Tell me about the scene at the customs house when you were on the ship and, you know, you're saying goodbye to Malta, looking back. If
Yeah.
it's not too painful, can you tell me what was that like, that moment?
Oh, well, it's a bit depressing, no? When it happens like that, just some friends and cousins. But we had to come. I said, we'll do it, that's it. And we done it, and I never thought to go back. I never been to Malta.
You've never been there?
No.
Did you, so you thought this was a permanent move, that you were coming here for good?
Yeah, and then it happened what it happened with my husband. I did even that. I didn't want to go back. I was happy that the kids were all with me. So I said I want to make a life here with them now.
How long was it when he died? How
2
long?
years and a half, after 2 years and a
It's
half.
not-
It's tell me. I had to bring them up all up by myself, but thank God they are good kids. When you got good kids, they help you. That's it.
I might ask you not to touch the spoon, that's all.
Yeah,
Just
sorry.
the spoon makes
Sorry, yeah, I know.
By all means, touch the cup, drink up, but
Sorry, yeah,
that will
because,
pick up
yeah,
on the...
I don't realize.
That's all right. It's going well. I hope you're enjoying reminiscing. It's easy for me to ask the
Yeah,
questions.
yeah.
You have to
That's
do all the
all right.
work. Now, what about the trip itself? How many people on board, roughly? Was it a large group
Yeah,
of
there was,
Maltese,
yeah,
or
yeah.
were there other nationalities?
Maltese, Greek, Italians, they were all mixed up. Yeah. Loaded it was, yeah. The Arabs, lots of Arabs too. Yeah.
Did you all mix together, or...?
Not really, you know. Oh, we say hello to everybody, you know. That's it.
We did.
But
Yeah, but they did. They had a ball.
The Italians.
My kids, they had a ball.
But the young men.
Oh, really? Oh, gee. I'll have to do a separate, get your story separate, I think,
Yeah.
Mary
Who
would.
asked my sister how
All right.
Yeah,
But
that's right.
what I was getting at, I guess, did the Maltese passengers tend to stick together and,
Oh,
you know...
Oh, no, we did. She took it a bit hard. She didn't want to come. But then she settled down. She settled down. And to find work, the only thing it bothered us when we came, they were on road mates, and that's awful. When you, unmade road, yeah. What did I say?
That's,
And that was a bit, and they had no toilets. That I took it a bit hard. This one, yes.
so,
To go outside. But, and then after 2 years, where I went, because I made 5 months, I told you, in George Street, and then we find, he wanted to sell him, my brother-in-law, a piece of land. And I know my husband, he's no good for that. I said, no, Vic, you find me a house ready, and I go. I don't want to build, because he's no good to write and to do. He's clever, but to do other things, no way. So, and then we found this house where I am now, road made and everything, and we took it.
And that's in St Albans?
In St Albans, yeah, Oberon Avenue.
The first place that you stayed in George Street, can you tell me what that was like? What kind of place was that?
It was all right, because there were 3 bedrooms, but on main road, like I telling you.
And it was a weatherboard?
Weatherboard, yeah. Even mine, the one I got, it was a weatherboard too. You know, yeah, it was a weatherboard.
And you were renting that place?
Yeah, I was renting, yeah, to his brother. And then he wanted it. That's when I told you he wanted him to buy a piece of land. I said, no, I want a house ready. We had to get out of there, and we found this house in St Albans, in Oberon Avenue, and I'm still there till now.
In that early couple of years, did you miss Malta? Were you homesick at all?
No, I wasn't. I settled, because I made it into my mind, if I'm going to settle. So it didn't bother me.
How did your living conditions compare to what you had left in Malta?
Oh, it's better, because they start working straight away. They were with money. In Malta, nobody was working, only my husband to keep 8 children, no? That's it. So, what?
You see it so different. Because I see it differently.
Yes, I told you. But not settled, everything slowly, in a small country. But in my mind, I made it sure that I'm going to settle. That's why. You see, that's what it is. It's up to them. Then what can I do?
So your attitude was, if you were going to come all this way and be here, you were going to make the
right.
best of it
That's
and
right.
put Malta behind you. And,
Yeah.
But I suppose you still kept in touch with Malta?
Of course, with the family, write to them and things. But I found everything here. So I settled till now.
Can I ask a bit more about the voyage, going back a bit to the Sydney? What was it like having 8 children with you on a crowded ship?
It was, yeah. I told you we were all in one cabin. We were divided. I had the girls with me, and Vic had the boys. But we were near each other, not really far away. You know, because a big family of us, he couldn't find us a big family for everybody. So he still took the trip. He didn't tell me from the beginning, but then he said, don't worry, we'll manage. And that was it. Oh, it made me sick. When we were in the Indian Ocean, that's how it started for me. I was so sick, my goodness. The kids were in bed. And even when we went from Malta, it was a very bad day. It was a bad day that day. It snowed in Malta, wind. The ocean was very rough. You know, when we went already and we were sick, start straight away, even them.
First 3 days.
Yeah, for 3 days, you know.
What about things like, the nappies? Some of the children would have been in nappies still, were they? There was a 2-year-old?
No, he wasn't in nappy. No. Bottle he was. No, I had nobody in nappy.
Oh, we liked it. We used to go and warm up his bottle.
Yeah.
Say less.
So did Mary Louise help with the
they
children?
all
Right,
help,
so,
they all help, yeah.
right, with the
Oh, they
younger
were
ones.
young, they can take it more, you know, but me, I was miserable on board the ship. Even when I came down off the ship, every time I see a sink, my stomach starts get hard.
And you had,
Because you do it. It is hard. That was awful.
it was seasickness
Oh,
that you
yeah,
had.
yeah. And then from Fremantle, it came a storm too, and we had a bad day. Part of my things, because I brought television with me too, that broke and came all over
Wow.
the place. Oh yeah, that was awful, from Fremantle to Melbourne. It's always rough. But they had a good fun, the kids.
Were you worried about them on the ship? Like, you must have been worried about them getting out of your sight.
The kids,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm always telling, where is Joey, where is Victory, Yeah, I'm always looking everywhere for them, or my husband. And I had one, he used to go and he knew the ship in seconds, one of my sons. His name is Victor too.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness. So that's what I used to tell them, go and see where his Victor is. And when I used to be lost, Mama, I take you home. I take you, I know where, I know where I used to.
We found him one time when we were
And at the front, try to touch the water.
Oh, no. Gee.
And somebody grabbed him from the back. He was my worries, I tell you.
Oh, so he went to the engine room where the seamen were.
He wandered everywhere. They didn't tell me lots of things, I didn't know them.
What about the other children? Were there many other families and children on the
Oh,
ship?
yeah, there were a lot. Yeah, there were a lot. Lots of them.
This big family, the Kalayas, that we
Yeah.
got to know, the Kalayas, we got to know them, and they have children sort of different ages at the Tara. This is, you can imagine, 12.
They had 12 children,
Yeah.
the Kalayas. Were there organised activities for the passengers?
Yeah, they had. Yeah, there is cinema too, man. There. Yeah, they used to go everywhere. But I was, yeah.
Oh,
There
boys.
were, there is always. Yeah. The food was good too.
Mm-hmm.
The food was good. But and then I told you, from Fremantle they were tying things and putting. I didn't know what's going to happen because we had rough sea. Everybody, even the tables, they used to put tables with wet cloth on it. So when it goes like that, they won't slip and fall. Oh yeah, that's from the. And then in the Indian Ocean we stopped. Apparently, some water got into the machines. And those 2 days, that's where I was bad. 2 days. That's why we came a bit late here. We had to arrive at the 9th of March. Yeah.
The ship was leaking oil
Yeah,
in the Indian
yeah,
Ocean,
the
and so it stopped.
It
did
stopped
Yeah.
to fit, yeah.
That's when we thought that's it.
And that you can't anchor, because they say it's the deepest place that they never know how deep it is. The Indian Ocean.
2 days we saw
Oh
the
yeah, that
smell of
was.
oil. Mom was very sick. the smell of
yeah.
oil.
When we arrived, I thank God. I said, oh my goodness, are we here? So that's why I said I have to settle. For sure I won't go back, because we didn't come by plane. Because a big family of us, they wouldn't let us to come all together in the plane. We had to choose the ship.
Was there a priest on the ship?
Oh yeah, always, yeah.
Do you remember who it was?
Oh, I can't know, love.
But
I
there was
can't
no
remember.
priest.
Yeah, there was priest, but I can't remember who.
And so did he, like, was there mass and
Oh,
regular?
yeah, that's right, yeah. Yeah.
Ah.
They used to come and give us Holy Communion.
Did you find other passengers, other women especially, helped you because they saw that you had so many children? I mean, and did you help other people too? Was there?
My husband did, because lots of them, they will be sick. My husband didn't make him sick. He used to help lots of people, take them in the, help them, you know, and even interpreter he done for them. Some people, they didn't know how to speak English. He done of that. But me, I tell you, I wasn't good. It made me really sick.
Was there medical facilities? Was there a doctor on the ship?
Yeah. There were a place for the one who gets sick, you know. Oh yeah, but Victor, oh yeah, he had the flu.
And they put him sick.
And yeah.
So they put him in
That's
sick
why I
bay.
didn't go and see Fremantle. It's because of him, because they went. I didn't go when we stopped in Fremantle, because he was sick at temperature.
And the doctor couldn't do anything for you with your seasickness?
They give you tablets. What can you do? We made 4 weeks, nearly 4 weeks and a half to come.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it is a long time. It is. So that's why I put it into my mind. I said, I'm not going back and do the same. And I go through what I went through. I left everything empty. So I have to settle here. Especially I had all my kids. If like I had a mother or I had some kids there, you would think different. But I know I was all with the family. I thank God. I said I have to settle.
I know there's Mary Louise, you've mentioned Victor. Who
Yeah.
were the other 6?
Yeah. Mary Louise, Elliot. I had one died. Supposed I had 9. All right, but that died in Malta. Janie, the twins. I've got twins. That's the twins, yeah. Edmund Cosette. And Victor, Wally, and Joey. These
Right,
they were
one's
the
in the
young ones.
passport
They
photo,
were
yeah.
with me. You see how young he was, Joey, there?
Yeah.
That's it. These are the twins.
Right.
Yeah. These are 2 young ones. This was the Vic, Dad, the inventor. He want to see everything.
Explorer.
Like explorer, that's right, that's the word.
Now, what did your husband end up doing here when he...
He was doing the same as Malta. I find him and with, what's his name? Yeah, Commonwealth Department. Yeah, I work with them. Yeah,
Social Security?
Yeah.
So there's a public servant.
Public
yeah,
service.
public
Right.
service. And then he was happy there with them, yeah. Even when he died, they sent me some money. They were, pleased with him too. Because we were out, we went out to the wrestling because my husband used to like sports. And here there was nothing. No sports. He used to like the stage. There were no stage, nothing at all here.
There were no
Like,
radios.
no radio thing.
Radio at that stage.
Yeah, and he used to love that because that was his life. He loved it. And we went to the wrestling, and he had a heart attack. That's it. I went out with him and came without him. That's it, love.
That was at Festival Hall?
At the
was it?
festival hall, that's right. Yeah.
And was that because he got excited?
Could be. It could be. And I never liked wrestling, but if I don't go with him, he wouldn't go. We were always together, wherever we go together. I said, all right, I know here there were nothing. I said, why not? I don't go with him.
What a
That's it.
terrible shock.
Terrible. I was only 43 years, and he's going to be 32. Meru died already, 32 years. And we're going to make 34 in March, in February.
50 going on to 50.
Yes. He wasn't even 50, Meru. He wasn't even 50 last.
Did you consider going back to Malta?
No, not leave the kids, no way.
Mm.
I told you
Right.
I settle here. As long as the kids stay here, I settle, never think of that.
And what was the situation with the children at that stage after your husband died? Had any of them, I'm trying to think of how old you were, but had any married or left home? Or
About to get married.
so
Yes,
okay.
that's right. We were preparing to get her married
Married or
with Ray, 6 months.
So
yeah.
you were engaged
Yeah, oh yes.
to Ray.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I said, why do I'm going to tell them not to get married because he died? The priest told me, no, love, if he was happy that he is going to be married, let them get married. And after 5 months, they got married.
So again, that is
Again.
something even keeps you here because
More and
now
more,
you knew
yeah,
you would have
yeah.
grandchildren eventually, and
yeah.
you know.
23 grandchildren.
Isn't that great?
I'm not a great-grandmother yet.
Oh,
One
we'll
on
have
the
to wait
way.
a
One on the way.
Is that right?
Yeah, at last.
Yeah, gee.
My brother Alex, how he stayed home.
My younger, he supported me a lot, yeah, this one.
He didn't
And
get
that
married.
one, he was only young and he went with the army school.
Mhm.
And we brought him in a month. We told him that we decided to come to Australia, and we said, what do you want to do? Stay there or come with us? He decided to come with us. So my husband wrote a letter to the army, and they sent him back straight away, and he came with us.
From
he was
Malta?
only young. No, from England. He was in England at that time.
So one of your sons
Uh-huh.
is in England?
Yeah,
Not,
yeah.
So not the whole family came
No,
here?
no,
there was
no,
one
no,
son.
because
Ah.
he wanted to come here,
Mm.
and we didn't let him. I said, no, he was too young to come here by himself. And he was clever, so he joined him in the army, boys' army used to say, and they took them to cadet, you
cadet,
know,
I
to
see.
England, and he was getting very good. He made few exams, and he was all right. But when we told him, get the photo, the one we got all the family, here, please. He asked him if he wanted to come with us. So my husband wrote a letter, and they sent him straight away, and he came with us. That was another one, yes. So that's why I had all the family with me, you know.
In those first couple of years you were here, did you and your husband mix mainly with Maltese people?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, the
Yeah.
family portrait.
Yeah, you see, that a month before, that's the first time they sent him to home. The first time he came from England to see the family.
Right, I see. Mhm.
And he told him, he said, no, if you go, we want to come with you. So that's when he wrote them a letter, and they sent him back straight away.
And is he,
That's a month before we came.
and is he Alex, that one
Alex,
you're talking
yeah,
about? Yes,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, the older one.
I see him, yep.
That.
Did your husband or yourself join a Maltese club or organisation in those early
Not
years?
at that stage. I'm now. I go now. I used to go in 3 clubs. I go in 2 now because they come and pick me up. With my arthritis, I can walk.
Right.
So they pick me up with the minibus and they bring me back.
Gee, that's good.
I go to the combined pensioners and the other one, the Maltese club. I used to go to the seniors, but they didn't pick me up anymore, so I didn't go anymore.
Right.
Senior citizen.
So you're in the Combined Pensioners
Yeah, yeah,
Association
yeah.
too, which isn't
Yeah.
Maltese, is it? That's just
No,
the
no,
pensioners,
that's
so-
all combined,
Mm,
everybody.
yeah,
That's why they call them combined pensioners.
yeah.
I still go there because I love it.
And which Maltese club did you join eventually?
Combined pensioners, it's called.
No, the Maltese one.
The Maltese,
Maltese,
no.
Senior citizens, isn't
No,
it?
no, senior citizens 55 and over, that's what they call them, the senior citizen.
That's not
Combined
Maltese.
pensioners is everybody, and the Maltese is the Maltese club.
Maltese
The Maltese club.
But not, yeah, now it used to be really Maltese club, but now everybody's joining in there.
That's what it was. Maltese.
Yeah.
Did other members of your family come to Australia after you came
My
here?
brother, he came after me, my older brother, yeah.
And did you encourage him in any way?
Oh,
Or did
because
want
he
your
used to
advice,
come,
or-
he had his family here,
His
oh,
daughter.
his daughter, and his sons. Only one daughter he left in Malta. And he used to always come to me and he missed me. So, and then his daughter Lina, the one she is in here, she knew, and he came Australia a month after me.
I see.
He
But
came to Australia a month after.
in the early years, how well could you speak English?
Not really. Not really. I don't speak well English, but I manage.
And so how did you, was that a difficulty for
No,
you?
not really. Not really. Sometimes I find it more speaking English than Maltese. I speak Maltese, I turn to English.
Yes, yes, yes.
Some words, you know.
Again, talking about those early years, I'm wondering, what did you like most about Australia?
Oh, well, there is everything here. I never complain. It's big. It's nice. We found everything we want. So I really adjust to Australia. And I love it very much.
Were there things that you didn't like back then, when you were first here? Were there things that you didn't like?
Oh, till you settle, you know, you find everywhere big. Even to walk from one place to another, you know, transport and things. But and then you get used to it slowly, you know. When I got used to it, I found it much easier.
And what did you miss about Malta back then? Were there things you missed about Malta?
I don't know. Some friends, some families. I don't know what to say.
All right, no, that's you answered it.
I don't know what to say now because
Mom's a just a person.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you were. You'd made up your mind, and you.
that's it.
Did you feel welcome here?
Oh, yeah. Because we get along with everybody.
Right.
So that's what it is, you see. If you get along, you'll think different. And my nieces, they all welcome me. I was happy to see them. And that's how it is.
I was thinking more though of the old Australians, the ones who had been here before the migrants came. Did you feel welcomed by them, by the people who were already here? Or?
Oh, yeah, and with everybody I spoke, they were all right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
No, I didn't go to work. I always stayed at home, you know.
Right.
That's it. Have to take care of them kids, but I never worked. Work at home with the kids.
Yeah, of course. Oh, gee,
That's
that's
all.
a job and a half. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you lived in Oberon Road, was it?
Oberon Avenue.
Were there other Maltese living there? Like, who were your neighbours in that part of St Albans?
No, I didn't have Maltese. I've got,
Still the same one.
yes, still the same one. Mr. Payne, they are Irish
Or Scottish.
or Scottish quarters.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And what about even
Yeah, I
in the
had a
street?
lady in front of me, Maltese, yes, Cassie, now died recently, yeah. But We were, and another one, Joe Michael left too. There is, yeah. There were Maltese people, yeah. And they're still there.
Right, okay. In this time, again, looking at the early years, what were you hoping for your children here? You know, you said one of the reasons for coming here was for a better future. But
Yeah.
once you were actually here, what were you then hoping for them?
They all getting well properly. And jobs.
Mm.
They all got jobs too. You see? And that's it, they settle. All of them. So when I see them like that, I'm happy, you know.
Right. So when you look back, it sounds like you, I mean, would you say you're satisfied, that you're glad you made the decision
Oh,
to come
yeah,
to Malta,
yeah.
from Malta?
Yeah, I did.
Have you ever wondered how would it be different if you hadn't left Malta?
I don't know what would happen. That would be disaster, I tell you. Because I know that the kids wouldn't stay there. They were already talking, going there and there. I said, I'm going to lose them. So that's why we came here for the future. And it worked. Because they settle, all of them, they settle. I got this one, she lives in here. I got another one live in Taylor's Lake. I got two boys, they live in Melton. One of them, he lives in, no, Joey. Oh,
But it's in the western
Yeah,
region,
yeah,
is it?
yeah.
Not Bacchus Marsh.
no,
is it?
no.
Not that far out.
No, before Melton too. Where there is that mill? Rockbank. He lives in
Rockbank,
Rockbank. And some of them, they live, because they live in St. Albans too. Oh, that's it, yeah.
Ah,
We got in St. Albans and they all live around here. One in Tullamarine, Alex. He lives in Tullamarine.
yes, so the family were kept together
Yeah.
by coming to Australia, because you said in Malta one or two of them were talking about leaving Malta.
Yeah, that's right. One of them, she was already, this one, she had a boyfriend, and she said she's coming to Australia.
Which
already.
one was that? Sorry, what's her name?
Jane.
Jane. Okay. Uh-huh.
Uh,
So she had a boyfriend who wanted to come,
yeah, her.
and so she was saying she would come to
Yeah, she
Australia.
was decided. I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose the family. They go there and there. And when
Alex was in England.
Alice was in England, I told you.
Yes.
And I thought it's going to be there and there everywhere. So like that, I brought them all with me, and they settled, then went to school. They made good at school straight away.
Did you encourage them in their education? Was that
Oh,
important
yeah,
to you?
Yeah, my husband, because he loves school. My husband, he wouldn't let them down. But and then it happened what it happened, and they still kept going to school.
They got a scholarship.
And the twins. One was in the Marian College, and he was in St. John College. Yeah. And the other one, Jamie was,
He went to work.
oh yeah, Jamie went to work. You, Jamie, and Alex then after, yeah. And the other one, they were Sacred Heart School too, the little ones. That's it.
So they did well in
Yeah,
education.
all of them, they did well, yeah, all of them.
You know, when you mentioned that Jane was thinking about coming to Australia and that she had a boyfriend, I mean, was the idea that she would marry him and he would come to Australia with her?
He was
Or-
already here.
He was already
Oh,
here,
see,
that's
so-
why.
I
Oh,
get
yeah,
it.
that's why.
I see,
He
I
was
see.
already here.
Right, so she wanted to
Yeah,
come
she
here and
wanted
marry
to
him.
join him. That was worrying me a lot. She was only 15.
Gee.
Oh, and now she's married an Australian. I've got my family, let me tell you there. I got
Go on.
Maltese, I got Australian, I got Italian, I got German, and I got Italian. What did I say?
Yeah, you said Italian before,
Italian.
yeah.
That's it.
And this is
Casey Dutch, that's
Dutch.
right.
Well,
the
well.
twin one. She's
Yeah.
married Dutch.
Very multicultural.
And they're all
family.
good family. I'm happy with them, all of them.
And 23 grandchildren,
Yeah.
did you say?
23 grandchildren. Yeah.
Tell me, how, after all these years in Australia, how do you think about yourself? If I said to you, are you Maltese or Australian or...
I'm Maltese Australian.
That's what you say, right,
That's
okay.
it.
Mhm.
That's it.
Mom seems to be Maltese and the national anthem and
Yes,
Right, you
yeah.
sing both
Yeah, I
anthems,
done, I
right.
got it, yeah.
Do you feel then that this is your home,
Yeah.
Australia?
I wouldn't go back.
Any desire to go back for a holiday, perhaps?
I wanted to go back when she went, but my knees, they stopped me. So what's the use going back, and you can't go around and think, I can't walk much.
I see.
So that holds me up.
Do you like seeing Malta
Oh,
on TV and all that?
Oh, yes, I love it, yeah. Yes, I love that.
And do you speak Maltese, like with, say, Mary Louise? Would you
Sometimes,
speak
yeah,
Maltese?
we do, yeah, I do, of course, I do. But with her mostly, because the other ones, they don't know Maltese, lots of them.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask
Yeah,
that. The other
no.
children,
Some of them, they don't. Her and Janie mostly,
I see.
and Cozy, the twin one, she talk Maltese, but her kids know. They don't know, the one she married Dutch. They don't know.
Well, I guess if the parents don't speak it to
That's
each other
right,
at
you
home,
see,
the children
yeah.
are less likely to learn
But,
it.
and they got their own house, full of goodness and everything, so I'm happy with them when I see them like that.
Yep.
That's it.
Sounds a good story with a happy,
Yeah,
not
thank
ending,
God,
but at
thank
this
God.
stage
I
it's
always
going
thank
on.
God, that's right. Because I wouldn't think that, but that's how it happens.
All right, well, look, thank you very much for
You're
sharing
welcome.
those
I love it.
memories. I hope you
Yeah.
enjoyed reminiscing. Is there anything else you want to tell me that's important to you that I should know?
I don't know, dear. I think I told you everything. That I'm happy here, I'm happy with the family. I'm happy to talk to you.
Yeah, no, that was very interesting, especially the bit about the voyage. To think
the
you were
voyage, it
seasick,
was hard.
you
Yeah,
had the 8 children with you.
it was hard. It was hard. I wouldn't do it again with the voyage. In those days. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was the last
The last voyage
yeah,
of the Sydney.
of the Sydney, yeah. But thank God, we arrived, nothing happened, so we had to make the most of it here.
And do you mix much now with the other Maltese here?
Yes,
Are
I
you,
do, yeah. I'm always mixed with everybody, even in the club. Because one of them, I'm even in the committee with them.
I see.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that must be good for you,
The combined pensioners, yeah.
because while you haven't been back to
I've
Malta...
been 25 years, and they gave me even the medal. For 25 years I've been there, from the senior citizen board. Yeah.
Because, you haven't been back to Malta, but I guess in a way there's like a little Malta here in...
Malta, I never
Melbourne.
went anywhere because always with the kids, I don't know Malta everywhere, I tell you. I didn't go everywhere in Malta because I was always busy with them.
Right, yes.
So lots of places I don't know them.
All right, well, as I said, thank you very much for your time.
You're
It was very
welcome.
interesting, and thank you,
Nice
Mary
to
Louise.
talk to you. Yeah, nice to Mary Louise.